FC Tulsa returned to One Oak Field after their impressive 3-1 win in San Antonio and to extend their unbeaten run to 4 games. They're up against an Orange County side who have already beaten FC Tulsa on their home patch this season. Good evening, everybody. Welcome into One Oak Field. My name is Dave Saunders, joined by former professional Anna Bergel. And Anna, after that impressive win in San Antonio, the first time that FC Tulsa had beaten San Antonio on their own patch, it's important at home that FC Tulsa continue the momentum tonight.
It absolutely is, and FC Tulsa getting that convincing win on the road, building that confidence as well. And we've talked about how it's so important for them to take care of business at home, get those 3 points, but more especially now at this point in the season, on the outside looking in for playoffs, but definitely in the hunt.
Now, one of the reasons for the recent success is this man, the goalkeeper, Johan Peñaranda.
And Peñaranda has such a neat journey. He started play in League Two, then 25-day contract for FC Tulsa, and earned his spot and was signed for the rest of the season. He's made such an impact and has been a key reason why they've had so much success as of late, Dave.
Yeah, let's have a look at the month of July for this man, and it's just been save after save, hasn't it?
And earning himself Player of the Month for July for some of these performances. And Mario Sanchez just talks about he continues to expect more from him. He continues to get better each game, and good goalkeepers, they have to make saves, they have to make the game look easy, and Peñaranda is doing all of those things. He's commanding the box, he's commanding more from the players, and it's really put them in a great position defensively to allow them to have success on the offensive front as well.
And of course, every good team is built with a good defense and goalkeeper, and he gives confidence to the defense.
He does, and at this point in the season, as we've talked about, so important, every point counts. But when you have the confidence in your keeper and a back line in front of them that gives you the ability to go forward with confidence, it absolutely changes the game, and FC Tulsa thriving on that right now.
They are thriving on it. It's cooler of late here at One Oak Field. It's a beautiful night for a game of football. We'll be back after the break with your starting lineups and, of course, the first half of FC Tulsa versus Orange County SC.
Summertime is back at Osage Casino Hotel Tulsa, and we have the perfect getaway for you. Cool off in our spacious freeform pool, grab your favorite drink and chill at the poolside bar, or relax and unwind in a cozy private cabana. Just steps away are tempting restaurants, live entertainment, and a world-class casino gaming experience. At Osage Casino Hotel Tulsa, your place to stay and relax.
The experience to adapt, learn, and grow defines Williams. We've delivered natural gas to power change for over a century. Now we're investing in next-gen technologies to move toward a low-carbon future. We can reduce emissions and meet rising energy demands because experience powers us.
Join me as I take a deep dive into the least consulted ticketing app in history, SeatGeek. Did SeatGeek invent the ticket?
No, but we do make them work.
Drum roll, please. Ooh, how do I use the Seat View feature?
It shows seats with a pole blocking the view. Don't buy those.
What if I want to sit behind a pole?
Buy those.
Join me as I bore you to death with a series of interviews about a ticketing app that just does what it's supposed to do.
Tonight's match is brought to you by Tulsa Spine and Rehab, a team of specialists in one place delivering lasting pain relief. By Williams, we make clean energy happen. By Osage Casino, your place to play. And by OSU Medicine, FC Tulsa's official sports medicine partner. Good evening, everybody. Welcome in again. Dave Saunders, Anna Bergel with you as we look at the home starting 11, and there is the man in form, Johan Peñaranda, who we know is quality, Anna Bergel.
And FC Tulsa has had a ton of success these last few games. We talked about Peñaranda bolstering the back line. Goodrum up top had a game-tying goal last week against San Antonio FC, and then Lazo scored a screamer. FC Tulsa, the club's only allowed 2 goals in the last 5 matches, Dave, so they found their form defensively, and offensively they've started to get things going. This could be a turning point as they've continued to really find their form here as of late.
As for Orange County SC, a familiar face back in goal, and that's Colin Shuttler. Shuttler did play in this fixture here at One Oak Field last year, and also look for Zubak, who's in good form up front. There's a place for Cameron Dunbar as well, as head coach Paul Hardiman comes here to FC Tulsa for this one, as we have a look now at the injury report. And as you can see, the injury report brought to you by OSU Madison. Arthur Rogers, Theo Bernal and Camilo Ponce are out. As for Orange County, Eloski, Asensio Pardida, Gasipli, Amang and Santana all out as well. We are pretty much set fair here for the kickoff, and away we go with Orange County SC playing from right to left on your screens, playing in those all black shorts, socks and shirts with the orange numbers on. There's Peñaranda all in blue tonight, clearing the ball. Ball spun out on the left hand side, and there's a run and an early foul committed by Harvey Sinclair, and that was on Christopher Haygart. Let's have a look at the replay here, and a pretty easy one, I think, for the referee.
Yeah, easy call, but a really good turn initially from Haygart to try to turn quickly, get into some space, acceleration, forcing FC Tulsa defenders to make a decision, ultimately resulting in a foul there. But an early free kick opportunity here in a dangerous area, and FC Tulsa will have to be disciplined defensively and switched on as Peñaranda trying to get his wall set up.
And the two Norwegians over the ball. That's Ryan Dogman back in at left back, wearing 23. And the captain, Marcus Nakim, are over this one. Everybody back inside the area for FC Tulsa. It is Nakim who looks to be hitting this one right-footed. There it is, and it's wide of the target. Nothing doing for Peñaranda, who just had a little chat with his wall there. And it would take quite a lot better than that to beat this man in goal here, Anna.
Yeah, I was going to take something special. Peñaranda had that corner covered, nothing too threatening there.
Goal kick then for the aforementioned. FC Tulsa in those pink shirts, pink shorts and white socks, playing from left to right, with a throw in here for Owen Dahm, who's pretty much made the left back spot his own. Ball is still in on that right hand side. There's a challenge from Zubak, and the ball goes all the way back to the number 99, Peñaranda. More about him throughout the broadcast. Welcome in to anybody supporting Orange County SC. You're very welcome here to downtown Tulsa, the home of FC Tulsa, on a pretty cool night, Anna Bergel. If you are a footballer, you long for conditions like we got tonight.
Especially these last few weeks, it's been so hot, but Orange County here.
Yeah, here's Dogman on a run, stays on his feet, finds Haygart. Now here's Dylan Powers, who sits in the midfield.
And Orange County trying to get something going there offensively, but they're really itching to get back on the score sheet. They've been scoreless their last two games, and that was something that head coach Paul Hardiman talked earlier this week to the media, and saying that they just needed to get back in their form and fight for their right to play was the words he used, put them in a position.
Dogman again. There's a tackle from Harvey Sinclair. No quarter given between those two. Andrew Booth will clear the ball up, looking for Philip Goodrum, who hasn't had a touch of the football yet, but he will get one now. Goodrum, the man in form, of course, and Marcus Nakim it was who got in there with the tackle. Quickly underway are FC Tulsa again. Stojanovic couldn't find Goodrum. Talking to Coach Mario Sanchez during the week, and he said that Orange County SC like to possess the football. It could be a bit of a chess match especially in the first half. Both teams wanting the ball. Here's Sawahi. Bradley Bouchoir, who's been in some great form for his team. Him and Sawahi have been somewhat rock-like at the back for FC Tulsa in their back four. Bourgeois left-footed, looking for Stojanovic, who got there and then just overran the ball. Powers will get the ball out here to Dogman, who just heads it in field. Kyle Scott, that was, just laying the ball into Nakim. He's just overhit that one. So it'll be a throw into FC Tulsa. Let's have a look at the keys to the game with Anna Bergel.
Yeah, and you talked, Mario Sanchez, very aware and credited Orange County, but focused on them as well heading into this game. And the mentality's been a theme these last few games for FC Tulsa, the belief in the players. Obviously, movement ahead of the ball. We've seen better runs from the forwards, getting involved with each other, so want to continue to see more of that. And then you'll notice FC Tulsa likes to press. They want to make it difficult for the opponents.
The opponents making it difficult here as a shot goes towards goal, but there's a good header away from the stooping Bradley Bourgeois. Got warm applause from the FC Tulsa faithful behind the goal. Throw in to the away side, Orange County SC. Got a pretty good record here at One Oak Field over the years. In fact, they lead the all-time series with 7 wins to FC Tulsa's 4. There's been 1 draw between them in 12 attempts. Been plenty of goals between these two over the years as well. Scott with a good ball here. There's the ball dinked into the box. Again, there's Bradley Bourgeois to head that one away. Owen Lamb it was who got forward from right back. Watch out for him, Anna. He's a quality player, Owen Lamb. Wears 2, and he likes to get down that right-hand side. A little bit like Harvey Sinclair for FC Tulsa.
Yeah, and we've talked about those matchups before throughout the season. When you have those wing backs or wing players that want to get forward, it's important early in the game to really initiate yourself going forward and make it to where that defender's always has to keep an eye on you, and you kind of force them to hold back a bit and might not play with as much freedom going forward. And when you can establish yourself early, it makes it that much more dangerous and threatening going forward.
There's a ball overhit. And you've got a quick look there at Mario Sanchez, who was named the USL Championship Coach of the Week. Very well deserved. He earned that after defeating San Antonio FC 3-1 in this past week. First time FC Tulsa have beaten San Antonio on their own patch, and the win marked FC Tulsa's first win, as I said, in 10 trips. And 3 goals tied the club's season high. And Mario Sanchez has led FC Tulsa, as we said in the build-up, to a 4-match unbeaten streak. And it's one of only 5 teams in the league carrying a streak of 4 or better. So he's done a tremendous job. And what qualities, Anna, for you, does Mario Sanchez bring as a coach?
I think one of the biggest ones, and we've had the privilege of talking to some of the players throughout the season, and a lot of them just the belief that he instills in his players is so big. And I think for me, thinking back, that was some of the most important, messages and qualities that some of those coaches had, is when you feel like your head coach believes in the system, believes in the personnel, and has faith that you can get the job done, it bleeds over and bleeds out onto the field. And that's something that Mario Sanchez has really proven to his squad, and with the recent results, it's really come to fruition.
Here's Nakahim. Out to Lamb. Under pressure from Pacheco, but the ball is loose. But FC Tulsa can't get a foot on it. In steps Zubak. Zubak fighting away, does really well. Gets it out wide on that right-hand side. Now they're coming infield, trying to spread it to the left-hand side. Was Cameron Dunbar. It's Kyle Scott. They really do possess the football very well, and FC Tulsa are finding it very difficult to even get a touch of the ball here.
And FC Tulsa typically likes to, possess as well, so that's something they'll have to be cognizant of. But you see the press there. They want to make it not as easy for them to build out of the back, but when you press and you have a team like Orange County SC that's comfortable with possession, have to press as a unit or they'll just pass right around you. So that's something that FC Tulsa is trying to figure out here early, and especially when they get the ball, how to keep possession. We'll get another look here at the replay. You saw the press there Didn't look like a ton of contact. We'll see another angle here. Might have been something there. Hard to tell from that angle, but either way, free kick out of the back here for Orange County SC.
Yeah, Markheim's going to leave it for Colin Shuttler. Shuttler, who played, as I said a few minutes ago here in their 3-0 win at FC Tulsa last season. Hasn't played since July the 13th in that 2-0 defeat to Tampa Bay Rowdies. It is his 17th start of the season. Very fine goalkeeper he is as well. Sawahi trying to get it up to Goodrum. Goodrum's been fouled, and there will be a free kick. And it's difficult for Philip Goodrum at the moment because he hasn't had any balls to feet, but it's early days yet in the game.
It is, but you bring up a good point, because FC Tulsa, you know, with players like Goodrum and Stojanovic and the likes of those forwards, they want the ball to feed, they want the ball into spaces, and FC Tulsa has really been forced at times to play a bit more direct or reactive, just trying to get the ball forward, and that's something that they'll have to settle down, have to pick their head up and try to find feet, because that's when they find their most success going forward.
There's Owen Lamb, the right hand side. Dam steps in again. Orange County very impressive when they get the ball. Now FC Tulsa have it here with Lasso. Stojanovic wanted to find Goodrum, ball bouncing around a little bit. Here's Lasso, doesn't mind having a shot, as we know, getting the goal of the week with that impressive free kick. There's a little trip in there. Guerra Signs are industry leaders in visa processing for professional athletes. They work hard off the field for the players to succeed on it. Reach out today for your organisation's consultation. 0-0 the score in the 11th minute here at One Oak Field. That's a turn from Hagar, and that's overrun, and Dunbar will not get on the end of that one. FC Tulsa will have a throw-in with Owen Darm. There's coach Paul Hardiman, the 60-year-old. I have to confess, I remember seeing him play, Anna, in the 80s and 90s for the likes of Bristol Rovers. He also played for Portsmouth and Sunderland. He was made interim coach in June of this year and made permanent late last month. And he's a very fine coach, and he's certainly got the team playing the game in the right way, as we're looking at here.
Yeah, he does, and he was part of that 2021 championship season as well, so he knows what it takes to get to that level and be successful.
Little foul here as FC Tulsa's Lasso tries to get in the game. He's complaining to the referee. The referee tonight, by the way, is Kaelin Radosav, assisted by Austin Holt and Ben Regel, and the fourth is Jose Lara. Free kick for Orange County SC's Owen Lamb, who's made the most starts. Is his 23rd start today. Here's his right arm aloft, trying to drive it in behind the back line. Darm gets a header on, and then there was a flick, I think it was from Dylan Powers there, and the referee quite rightly gives a goal kick. Hannah, and FC Tulsa's Owen Darm got the header here.
Yeah, FC Tulsa fortunate there to have a couple of flicks over, and then that ball just a bit behind the flick did just enough there, as you had a couple players running in on the back post.
Johan Peñaranda, the player of the month, takes the goal kick. Now Pacheco, rare touch of the football for him. Andrew Booth back to Sawahi. Sawahi to Bourgeois. Here's Owen Darm. Now FC Tulsa try to possess the football. They've given it away. Ben Norris it was who won that one back. Bradley Bourgeois. Andrew Booth, who was signed a few weeks ago from Miami FC, has fitted in very well. I've been very impressed with Andrew Booth, and just one of those blue-collar workers. You know me, I love those players that go unnoticed a lot of the time in the middle of the park.
Yeah, he's kind of one of those unsung heroes, does a lot of the groundwork as FC Tulsa striding here in transition, players going forward.
Here's Pacheco. Pacheco, wonderful ball into the box. That was Faisal Batch, who's the latest signing Well, Mario Sanchez just couldn't get the ball through. Now Kyle Scott, the Englishman, takes up the ball in the midfield. Dogman out wide to Hagar. Dogman's continued his run, chips the ball in as a stooping, diving header away. Good tackle here from Lasso, who did his defensive job pretty well there, and FC Tulsa defended that pretty well. 0-0 the score. Here's the replay.
FC Tulsa has been tested here early defensively. Bourgeois has had his hands full. Fortunate that that first touch just a bit heavy there from Hagar.
Bourgeois to Owen Darm. Darm, who's played some of the season at right back on loan from Lou City, but with Harvey Sinclair playing so well at right back, he's shifted over to the left back berth, and it's been a wonderful back four. We talk about this man in possession of the ball, Peñaranda, but when you've got a back four that's settled in front, Anna, you know, good teams are built on good defence. We'll come back to Anna in a minute. Here's Stojanovic finding Faisal Batch. Now Harvey Sinclair, but he's not going to get that one. It's cut out by Dogman, who gets it down the line, and Kyle Scott was further down the left-hand side as well. Here's Norris. And now Lamb, and will FC Tulsa's back five, if you include the keeper, being tested again early in this game. But it's important to have, you know, a good goalkeeper and a good solid back four. Here is Kyle Scott. Scott was born in Bath in England. He was a youth at Chelsea at the same time as FC Tulsa's Harvey Sinclair. He has represented England at under 16 level, also Republic of Ireland at U17 level, and the USA at under 18 and under 20. Here's Dunbar into the box. There's a chance here, but you have to be better than that if you're going to beat Johan Peñaranda, and Ben Norris just didn't get enough on that one at all.
No, that was a really good opportunity, kind of a fortunate bounce after that tackle, but Orange County SC's done such a good job early in this match, finding those little pockets of space. Good position there, but you're right, has to be better in front of goal. Norris able to face up. Peñaranda, good positioning, ready, but fortunate that goes right to him. But FC Tulsa here in transition.
Diogo Pacheco's gone on a run here. He slips it through, and he just couldn't find the run of Philip Goodrum, who again is slightly frustrated. Goodrum, who scored a wonderful dive-heading goal, but it was just too much for him, wasn't it here, Anna?
Yeah, and a few times FC Tulsa has looked threatening is when they've been in transition, when they've had numbers going forward, but it's been, again, that final pass that's lacking, or that the vision's there but the execution isn't. So that's something that FC Tulsa is going to have to clean up here, especially with the possession that Orange County SC's had.
Cameron Dunbar, the 21-year-old, has a shot towards goal with his left foot. He was closed down by Messrs Lasso and Darm. He's still got a shot in, and the thing for FC Tulsa, Anna, is whenever they, as the referee's having a little word with defender and Philip Goodrum, it just seems to be that wherever you see Orange County SC on the field, they've got a man over, it seems. They are very, very good at working off the ball.
Yeah, no, you know, that's a result of, you mentioned working off the ball, but just the good movement and anticipating that next pass, and that's something that FC Tulsa has had to be more reactive to defensively because of that movement. And when FC Tulsa has the ball, sometimes they've been quick to give it away, or they're trying to go direct forward quickly, and when Orange County has the ability to get the ball back, they're anticipating that next play. Their movement is giving them space and allowing them to feel like they have some extra numbers in those pockets of space, so it's giving them more opportunity going forward. And FC Tulsa on the other end of it, with those numbers, just needing to find the next pass, do the simple things in the final third.
But it's a belief, isn't it, they've
Right.
got in, obviously, Paul Hardiman's way of doing things, and clearly he's made his mark on this team. Dime goes down, it'll be a free kick. The USL Summer of Soccer continues on the CBS Sports Network with a Western Conference matchup of the top versus the bottom. High-flying Sacramento Republic FC hosts an El Paso Locomotive FC side looking to climb up the standings. August the 14th at 10:30 p.m. Eastern on the CBS Sports Network. The games keep coming. Ball into the box for FC Tulsa. It's broken here for Andrew Booth, who just puts it wide. It was a hurried shot from Andrew Booth, but we'll see again on the replay, and he didn't have a lot of time. He struck it pretty well, just couldn't get it on target.
Yeah, he was in kind of a narrow position there, trying to just get something off. But a better look from FC Tulsa. A dangerous ball played into the box. He was right to try to release it quickly, but just couldn't get it squared back on frame.
Well, anybody who's been watching our home broadcasts will know around about the 20th minute, and tonight is no exception. We have one of FC Tulsa's players to come live on to the broadcast, and I'm delighted to say tonight is the turn of Camilo Ponce. Camilo, good evening to you. I hope you can hear us loud and clear.
Yeah, I can hear you. How you doing, man?
Doing very well. Sporting there the Brazil shirt. We'll come back to that in a minute. Camilo, first of all, it looks like FC Tulsa are up against a very good Orange County SC side who've enjoyed the majority of the possession. What are you seeing?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think this week in practice, we just knew that they're a team that like to keep the ball. So I think just being disciplined in our defensive shape and knowing when to go and reading cues when to press and when not to press. I think those were key factors into the game that we're playing today. And I think we're showing it so far in the game. We've been patient and defensive possession, and I think that's what's going to help us hopefully get a victory today.
Camilo, I have to ask, you're repping the Brazil jersey. How have you enjoyed watching the Olympics? I know the women will take on the USA team for the gold medal match tomorrow. What do you take of that game, and just have you been enjoying the Olympic sports that we've seen these last few weeks?
Yeah, for sure. No, it's been exciting. I mean, I think women's sports in general has just been evolving, and it's been broadcasted more, and it's been just something that's on the come up, I feel like, and rightfully so. I think the women have earned the right to, be able to say that they're a top sport, or, that they're competing just like the men are, and it's exciting. I mean, I think a team like Brazil and the women's is always exciting to watch. I'm out of my own game after watching Brazilians and just having fun and showing my flair on the field, but for sure, I mean, in my heart, Brazil is always going to be a top contender and a team that I love to watch, but hopefully the women's U.S. team get the win tomorrow and get the gold.
You're listening to the voice of Camilo Ponce, whose first season here at FC Tulsa. And Camilo, how are you finding Tulsa itself, and also being part of this wonderful setup?
Say that again, boss. I didn't hear you.
Yeah, that's okay. We wondered just how you're enjoying the city of Tulsa, and also how much you're enjoying being part of FC Tulsa.
For sure. No, it's been good. I mean, it's a little different just being from New York myself, so it's a bit different. But, just having the guys, there to spend time with and just compete with, more importantly, in training, it's been good. And trainings have been good, and everything's been swell. I enjoy it here in Tulsa, for sure.
Camilo, head coach, Mario Sanchez got some recognition this week. Can you talk about just how it's been playing for him and the impact that he's had on the team?
Oh, for sure. I mean, I think he pushes everyone to play at their best and compete, and I think culture has been a huge thing, and he's brought the team culture just as the players have, in competing. And personally for me, he's pushed me a lot, being a young player and this being my rookie season. He's pushed me past my limits, which I appreciate him for. I'm always growing and developing and listening to anything that he or other coaches or even older players have to say. So he's definitely helped our team out a bunch.
Here's Dogman now inside the area, pulls it across the box. There's Bradley Bourgeois to left foot the ball away. Kyle Scott brings it down for Orange County SC as they maintain possession. Owen Dahm is there. Owen Dahm again now has the ball as Pacheco out wide on the left-hand side here, striding down the left-hand side of One Oak Field. FC Tulsa looking to get into the box here. It's away And it will be Owen Dahm again who picks it up here for the men in the pink shirts, the home side FC Tulsa, with Alexi Sawahi. Now Bradley Bourgeois looked to go long to Harvey Sinclair, but instead goes short. Here's Andrew Booth. Sawahi, FC Tulsa enjoying some possession here. 0-0 the score, 24 minutes gone in this first half between these two. Sawahi again to Bradley Bourgeois, and now Owen Dahm. Faisal Batch does well. Camilo, final question from me. You know that the goalkeeper, Peñaranda, has just been voted the USL Championship Player of the Month. Just how good a goalkeeper is he, in your opinion?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's a great goalkeeper. You can see it in training and the way that he moves on the field and off the field. You know, he carries himself like a professional. He works hard, and I'm not surprised that he got Player of the Month. He's a great player.
Camilo Ponce, thank you so much for joining us. We'll let you get back to enjoy the rest of the game and enjoy Brazil-USA tomorrow in the Women's Gold Cup match. Thank you, sir.
Most definitely. I appreciate it. God bless.
Harvey Sinclair, Alexis Sawahi, the Frenchman, wearing 3, goes long to the left-hand side, picks out the Portuguese man from Lisbon. Here's Pacheco. Pacheco now bearing down on goal, slips it in here. There's a chance for Stojanovic. He lays it back here to Andrew Booth, who could try to hit one. Good block from Norris. One back again. Lasso! And again, Norris, it hits him, and Shuttler can't keep it in, and it will be the first Katrina Freshmex corner kick for FC Tulsa.
Better from FC Tulsa offensively. Pacheco did a great job to start that play. I wonder, I was trying to see if there's anyone available centrally. Stojanovic trying to get something going, but great defense from Orange County there for the initial block, and we've seen Lasso hit them from distance. But ultimately getting a corner kick here for FC Tulsa in a good position, some more energy in the attacking third.
Here's the corner then from Pacheco. This will be an outswinger with the left foot. Plenty of players in and around the 6-yard box. Referee Mr. Radosav is going to just talk to a couple of players about the pushing and shoving. I think it was Kyle Scott and Philip Goodrum getting a bit of a talking to. Leave each other alone. Always lots of jostling in and around the penalty spot, 6-yard box, round the goalkeeper. Here it is. Pacheco low to the front post. Sawahi back into the box from an overhead kick. Pacheco again, this time to the far post. It'll be headed back in by Philip Goodrum twice here. Good wins from him. Headed away. Goodrum again chases down the ball. Wins it on the byline. Nutmegs the defender, or Kyle Scott, who commits the foul. And the referee is going to talk to Kyle Scott here. Kyle Scott's had 9 yellow cards, and I think the referee is going to say no yellow card this time. Here's the replay, Anna.
Goodrum did a great job here, sticking with the play, trying to turn, keeps his body in a good position to keep this one in play, just tries to get a bit of pace around Scott, ultimately draws the foul, and another good area here for FC Tulsa. They'll treat this likely like a corner kick. Pacheco stands over it again.
Yep, Pacheco it is. She said he's taken the corner from the left. Here he is with the left foot from the right. 0-0 the score. 27.5 minutes gone here at One Oak Field. FC Tulsa on the attack. That's a low ball into the box. A real chance driven over the bar by Owen Dahm. Well, I can tell you, they worked on a free kick, and last week at San Antonio, clearly they worked on this one as well.
Really good ball in. You saw that ball kind of skip up there at the last second. Owen Dahm just needing to keep his body over as that ball you saw kept rising, but a really good opportunity for FC Tulsa. Owen Dahm wants that one back, but almost great execution there.
Still no save for Colin Shuttler. He's back in goal after missing the last 3 games. Harvey Sinclair underneath this one. Does well to get it up to Faisal Batch. Now Andrew Booth to Philip Goodrum, and that was a handball by the Englishman Andrew Fox. As the world demands low cost, low carbon energy, Williams will be there with the best transport, storage and delivery solutions. Williams, we make clean energy happen. Here's Bradley Bourgeois. Owen Darn, who had that latest effort, which will not be counted as a shot on target, of course. But FC Tulsa easing their way into the game. Long ball again. They're finding Pacheco at will. He's up against Owen Lamb, but he gives that one away. And here's Cameron Dunbar. He goes down. The referee says the ball was won cleanly. Lasso. I'm sure everybody's seen Edwin Lasso's goal from last week. Philip Goodrum with the quick free kick to him. They worked on it in training, and Coach Mario Sanchez was in amongst the huddle as they scored that goal because they worked on it in training. It was really tremendous to see. Pacheco's ball into the box, and there's a header away by Andrew Fox. It looked like it was, although it's deemed to have come off Andrew Booth, and it will be a goal kick. Anna Bogle.
Again, better delivery from FC Tulsa, trying to find numbers in the box, but the statistics that matter, they haven't been able to get a shot on goal, and that's something that will have to change. Shuttler hasn't really had to make a save. He hasn't been threatened very much, so FC Tulsa starting to find themselves in better areas in the attacking third, but just haven't been able to put together a complete play and challenge the goalkeeper.
Here is Shuttler then with the goal kick underneath this one. Edwin Lasso heads it out. Osage Casino Hotel Tulsa is your place for fun and entertainment after the match. Enjoy a world-class casino experience with high-stakes tables and over 1,600 electronic games. Just 4 miles from One Oak Field. Osage Casino Hotel Tulsa. 0-0. Referee wants the throw-in to be taken at the right place by Ryan Dogman, the man from Oslo, Norway. This is his 7th start of the season. He has had a couple of assists this season. You can see why as he gets down that left-hand side. Good work from Ethan Zubak, but all he's done is a throw in here again for Ryan Dogman. Now there's a foul by Faisal Batch. Batch, who was signed, he was born in Westminster, London, started last week against San Antonio, having made his debut as a substitute in FC Tulsa's last home game against Indy 11, the 0-0 stalemate. Good signing. Total of 11 years youth and first team at Queen's Park Rangers. They're in West London. Free kick for Orange County SC. Driven to the far post. Dunbar picks it up and then it comes off his knee. Couldn't get it under control, and it will be a goal kick for Johan Peñaranda. Peñaranda, we've talked about his prowess. I mean, a very important signing, Anna, but I mean, he's got a very high save percentage, which you'll help me out with in a minute, the exact number. And, you know, he's helped FC Tulsa to a club record 3 straight shutouts. First goalkeeper to win the Player of the Month award since the impressive Jordan Farr in March 2023. You know, just the stats keep coming for this great man.
Yeah, and you heard Ponce talk about him too. He carries himself like a professional. He is humble, he wants to work hard, and he's really had to earn his spot for FC Tulsa and posted just over 93% save percentage, which is really, really impressive, and has helped FC Tulsa be successful as they're trying to find some energy here in the final third on the other end.
Bobby Sinclair's won a throw-in. No, he hasn't, says the assistant. It will go to Ryan Dogman. It's a good battle up the FC Tulsa right, the Orange County SC left. Dogman is a really good player, likes to get forward from left back, really plays as a wing back, although it's a back 4. Lasso's one out on the tackle with Ben Norris. Here's Bourgeois. Owen Darm over the top, looking for Pacheco, who's quick, but not that quick, and that one will run away for a goal kick. Oklahoma State University Medicine is FC Tulsa's official sports medicine partner. 0-0. 33.5 minutes gone here at One Oak Field. As we said, a much cooler night. It's in the 80s now. It has hit 3 figures in the last week or so. Here's Cameron Dunbar now. Can he get a shot? He goal. He can! What a save from Peñaranda. Had to be at his best. Dunbar did everything right. And a burgle. But a great save.
And it's saves like these that have kept FC Tulsa in these tight games, and Peñaranda coming up big here in the first half. Had great positioning, struck well. Good piece of skill from Dunbar to find a bit of space around Owen Dom, who's historically pretty difficult to get around, has quick feet, good effort, but an equally good, if not better, save here, but not out of the woods yet. Corner kick opportunity upcoming.
Katrina Freshmack's corner into the box as a header from Nakeem, but it's gone to that man Peñaranda, who we should say as well is the first player to win the award in club history. So congratulations to him, and he's made a huge difference. I know it seems like we're talking about him a lot, but he really has been that different. When you think of the goals that FC Tulsa conceded, you know, when they were losing 5-0 at Tampa Bay, they lost 3-0 at Loudoun United, they lost 4-1 here, 1 at Field to Charleston Battery. He has made a huge difference.
Well, as an attacking player too, when the defense is able to do that, obviously you have a sense of responsibility to score goals and be a threat offensively, but when your defense is doing so well, it adds a bit of extra pressure in a good way, because you want to make sure that you reward that effort.
Here's Hagart running down the middle. Dunbar is waiting outside. Lamb has just received the ball now. Hagart again picks out Dogman. Dogman up against Harvey Sinclair. Sinclair's done well to shut down the space. Dogman's still with the ball. Sinclair biting at the heels there. Here's Kyle Scott. Scott with the ball close to his feet. Dogman, but in goes Harvey Sinclair, and as I said, that is a really good battle, and Harvey Sinclair's not been able to get down the right hand side in an attacking sense too much tonight because of the skill of Dogman.
Yeah, and I think we alluded to that kind of earlier in this game, when wing backs or wing players kind of initiate going forward, it sometimes can force the other's hand, and St. Clair's had to be more defensive minded because of that. Really good battle between those two on both wings, as Orange County SC again with some quality possession.
Andrew Fox, the Englishman, 31-year-old at the back, wearing 6. Played at left back in the last game, the 1-0 home defeat to North Carolina. Here he is banging the ball forward, left-footed, headed away by Sawahi. Andrew Booth, neat play from him, wins it back to Bradley Bourgeois, his captain. Now here's Lasso. Lasso nutmegs Dylan Powers. Referee says play on. Ball is loose here and finishes up at the feet of Harvey Sinclair. Just has to check, do a 360 and find Andrew Booth, who will go wide on the left-hand side, but the fourth official was in danger of that ball rather than Pacheco. Hakeem finds Dylan Powers. Powers, the 33-year-old. Sinclair's done well there to find Faisal Batch. Batch, quick throw into Booth. Philip Goodrum now wants the ball. He's got it. He's been driven wide. Goodrum clips the ball to the far post. In comes Pacheco. Gets a header on it, but it's going to drift away for a goal kick. But good play from Pacheco at the far post to pull away, but also from Philip Goodrum here, Anna, with the assist. Good play from Booth here as well to set it up.
Right, when FC Tulsa is able to get those players into space and allow Philip Goodrum to run onto the ball, get those dangerous deliveries in, and Pacheco, we've seen him time and time again this season. He's very good off the ball in those runs, trying to get on the end of these passes, but just haven't been able to connect yet. But FC Tulsa trying to do all the right things there.
Norris to Dunbar. Kyle Scott, who seems to cover every square inch of the field. Neat and tidy player. Now in a bit of space here, here is Stojanovic, who got the third goal last week in the 3-1 win at San Antonio, coming on as a second half sub. Philip Goodrum. Lasso. Good ball to Stojanovic, but his first touch let him down a little bit. Now it's loose again, and that's a good driven ball here. Dunbar inside the box on the right hand side, up against Owen Darm. Shot towards goal, blocked by Sawahi. Harvey Sinclair with the outside of his right foot. One back by Norris and then Powers. Normal services resumed with Kyle Scott. And again we say you've got to be impressed with Orange County SC as the ball is just over commentator's nightmare. But the way they possess the ball, the way they work off the ball. FC Tulsa, to their credit, are still in the game at 0-0. I mean, they're sitting in, but you've got to be impressed with this Californian side.
Yeah, Orange County SC, especially on that last build-up, you saw the couple short passes there in the midfield, allowing that third runner to get forward. Great distribution, and then the one-time pass across, trying to find Dunbar. And Orange County SC's been threatening with that pass a couple times and forcing Peñaranda and others to make really crucial blocks inside the box. And to their credit, they've been able, as you mentioned, Dave, to hold on and weather those storms. But Orange County continuing to find success going forward as FC Tulsa trying in transition to get something going. But defensively, Orange County SC also winning the ball back very quickly, doing a great job from that perspective.
And you've played the game at a professional level. You know the best teams that you've played in, sometimes you eke out a 1-0 win when you've given up the lion's share of possession. Not many teams win leagues, winning games 5-4 and then losing the next one 4-3, do they?
No, they don't. And FC Tulsa, if they're going to have success against a team like this, we've seen them in moments in transition, but here again, Orange County
is Kyle Scott. The ball back to Scott again. Can he get a shot on target? No, well, he can of a fashion, but didn't get anywhere near what he wanted to get on that ball. But it's a good build-up, and it involved Christopher Hagart as well. But here's Andrew Booth now for the men in the pink shirts, pink shorts and white socks. FC Tulsa, the home side here. Thanks for joining us here on ESPN Plus for the only USL Championship game of the night. Also, thank you for tuning in on Cox Your View and Cox Channel 3 here locally in Tulsa. 0-0 here at One Oak Field between these two rivals who are playing their 13th game in their head-to-head series over the years. Harvey Sinclair has continued his run, now goes back to find Andrew Booth as FC Tulsa enjoy a little bit more possession. Lasso feeds it out wide to Pacheco. That seems to be the out ball for FC Tulsa. There's a ball to Stojanovic. He lays it off, but again in steps Dogman. FC Tulsa probing, Anna.
They are, and I think when we've seen games like this where they're having trouble connecting offensively, the idea is there, but they're lacking that final pass. When there have been moments of creativity that's really changed the game for FC Tulsa, and I think we're going to have to look for that here as this first half starts to come to a close, and in the second half as well. When they have those creative runs and those little chip passes, it's something that can really ignite the offense. And when you have players like Goodrum, we've seen him score some cheeky goals, and Stojanovic as well, so they're going to need to find more of that creativity in the final third that's been lacking.
Shuttler to Andrew Fox. Fox will come out of the 18-yard box and feed Dogman. Dogman drifts infield, now right foots the ball, really to nowhere. Well, the games keep coming thick and fast, and tune in to ESPN 2. We'll come back to that one in a moment, because here is Hagart. Hagart pulls it across the box, away by Bradley Bourgeois and Andrew Booth, and now Harvey Sinclair, and the game just starting to open up a little bit now. Philip Goodrum has been pushed wide, steps in field, plays a good ball here to Owen Darm. Darm up from left back, finds Pacheco wide on the left hand side. Pacheco now up against Lamb, drives the ball towards goal. Down goes Colin Shuttler, and FC Tulsa have a shot on target. Good build up, and Goodrum not afraid to drift out wide to receive the ball.
No, and FC Tulsa doing better there of getting numbers forward quicker and making that decision fast, releasing the ball. Pacheco cutting inside gets FC Tulsa's first shot on goal here in the first half, but needs to be a bit stronger there to beat Shuttler from that distance.
Zubac's just run over the ball there. And as I was saying, tune in to ESPN2 for a USL Summer Soccer Showdown in a top-of-the-table inter-conference clash. Here's Stojanovic, who chests the ball down. The powerhouse Lou City FC facing off against perennial playoff contender Sacramento Republic FC. That's tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern on ESPN2. The USL Championship just gets better and better, and the more TV exposure it gets, Anna, can only be a good thing. And we're seeing a good game here. Some people would say it needs a goal, but here we go, 0-0, and we've got, 45 seconds of the 45, and I don't think there'll be a lot of time to be added on. We're hearing it might be around about 1 minute. It's been a good game, and everybody's tried to stay on the feet. There haven't been too many malicious fouls. Referees reffed it very well. I mean, it's a good game to watch, isn't it?
It is, and Orange County SC's had some good spells offensively in transition. They've been first to a lot of those balls in the midfield and given them some momentum going forward, but FC Tulsa's had their moments in transition as well when they get numbers going forward and the game's opened up a bit. It's been fun to watch, but neither team has been able to break that deadlock here. We'll get a look at the replay of that last sequence, coming in strong on the challenge. Here's another angle. An easy call there for the referee.
1 minute of Tulsa Tech stoppage time then to be added on at the end of this first half. 0-0. Be good time for either team to score a goal. Dylan Powers, who anchors the midfield. Kyle Scott, Dogman, Powers again. Could be the last attack of the half here for the away side. Stojanovic has had to do some defending. Dogman's in the area. Sawahi heads away only as far as Dylan Powers. Nakeem. Fox, left-footed. Ball and headed towards goal by Ethan Zubac. But alas, the select ball ends up at the feet of Johan Peñaranda, and the referee says that will do it for the first half. And Anna Bergel, it's been, well, coach said, a little bit like a chess match, and I don't think he's too far wrong, is he?
No, he hasn't. I mean, both teams, as we talked about, have had their moments, but just not able to connect and execute in front of the goal. Peñaranda's had to make a couple of really big saves from a defensive standpoint to keep FC Tulsa in this and the scoreline the way it is. And on the other end, FC Tulsa just hasn't really had much to challenge Shuttler, so that's going to be something that needs to change here in the second half. They knew coming into this game that Orange County SC would like to keep hold of the ball a bit more, keep that possession, so something FC Tulsa's had to settle into and find a way to respond to.
Yeah, and two good defenses quickly before we talk to Coach Anna on display tonight.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, FC Tulsa, we talked about how they've been in some of their best form this season, but Orange County SC, especially with the movement around the back and the way they've been able to build out of the back quickly, you can tell that they're very organized.
Delighted as always to be joined by head coach of FC Tulsa, Mario Sanchez. Mario, you and I chatted in the week, and you said to me it could be like a chess match, and it feels a little bit like that in that first half.
Yeah, very cagey. Yeah, they were better than us in transition, that's for sure. We actually thought good job breaking their lines and finding the pockets we wanted to find, but we were really poor in the attacking third. Really, I mean, too many unforced errors. Too casual, in the final third. So we got to be definitely way more sharper in the final third.
Yeah, Coach, you alluded to it there. I know coming into this game, one of the keys was that movement ahead of the ball. As far as what needs to change in the final third, what specifically, as far as just the runs or the execution, what do you feel like really needs to change here?
I think we see more patience. We know that they get back in a block, so they do a good job if we break their press. They do a good job getting in their block. We worked on all week just moving the ball and being more patient. It feels like we make one or two passes and then all of a sudden we're trying to really force the play. We need to move it side to side a little bit more, and in the final third, more pockets will open up, but we're not shifting the ball side to side, and we're playing too many straight balls, and now it's easy to intercept and then they counter.
Coach, as always, thanks so much for your time. I'll let you get back and talk to the boys.
Great.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
That's Coach Mario Sanchez then bringing us to the half-time break. Lots to get through in the Williams half-time show. No goals in this first half between FC Tulsa and Orange County SC.
When I come home, it's like I feel like I'm in my dream home. I've been doing a little research on HELOCs, and I went to Oklahoma Central Credit Union. They were wonderful. We've added pretty much a new addition to our house. We didn't even have to pay the closing cost. They paid it for us. So I've been with Oklahoma Central for quite a while. I'm not going anywhere else.
What would you do if you only had one life to live? Well, that's kind of how this whole thing works. So bite off more than you can chew. Don't wait for someone else's green light. Go after what they say you can't. Oklahoma needs more doers, and doers don't wait. Get skilled, get paid. Tulsa Tech, powered by Oklahoma Career Tech.
Hi, I'm Bill Knight for Bill Knight Ford. When you buy a vehicle from us, your transaction doesn't end when you drive off the lot. That's because all vehicle purchases come backed by the Knight Advantage. This includes a lifetime powertrain warranty on all new vehicles, a 6-month, 6,000-mile warranty on all used vehicles, and a low price guarantee. These exclusive offers help make your car buying experience easier and more affordable. And that's why we're Oklahoma's #1 Ford dealer, Bill Knight Ford, home of the Knight Advantage.
I couldn't lay down, I couldn't stand up.
My shoulder blade and the muscles between the shoulder blades.
Bent over, couldn't stand up straight.
The pain just got progressively worse. Turns out that I had scoliosis.
When I walked into Tulsa Spine and Rehab for the first time, I definitely felt very welcomed.
Dr. Riley, I just made an automatic connection.
He's going to take care of you and your needs and get you going. I walked out of here and I didn't have a crick in my neck anymore.
There is truly here the desire to help people get better.
Welcome back into One Oakfield. FC Tulsa have only had 44% possession of the football tonight. Alas, no goals between these two rivals. Back with much more in the Williams halftime show right after this short break.
Is it somebody's birthday? Dad, come watch us hit this ugly piñata. Dad!
When Hornets show up, so do we. Terminix it.
They're hungry for the women's game. They want to see women's soccer. They want to play women's soccer, and that's what we're building at the USL. You can see it in my eyes, only want the best. Got me looking to the sky, got me feeling blessed. Got this fire burning up inside of my chest. Burning up inside of my chest. Got this fire burning up inside of my chest.
New flavors, the same traditions. Be the guest of honor. Add more flavor to your parties. El Jimador, spiked bebidas. Mosquitoes show up, so do we. Terminix it.
Diogo Pacheco here, forward for FC Tulsa, Tulsa's pro soccer team. On Sunday, September 1st, we play Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC at One Oak Field in downtown Tulsa. We thrive on the energy of the crowd, the noise, the chants, so please come out and support Tulsa's team and help us get a win. Plus, it's family night, so you've got to bring your family out. Get your tickets now at fctulsa.com. Pro soccer for Tulsa, FC Tulsa.
A goalless first half here at One Oakfield between FC Tulsa and Orange County SC. Let's have a look where they both sit at the moment. Anna Bergel alongside me in the standings. Important here, if FC Tulsa were to get 3 points, they could jump above that red line into the playoff places.
Which is absolutely where they want to be. If the current scoreline sits, FC Tulsa would move into 9th, so still on the outside looking in, but as you can see, not a ton of points separating those teams in that middle of the pack. So FC Tulsa very much within striking distance of the top 8, and with the way they've been playing these last few games, definitely want to continue that momentum. New Mexico United still sitting atop the Western Conference with 38 points, followed by Sac Republic and then Oakland Roots FC. But this is kind of the thick of the season, Dave. You start to look at this back half of the season, and the points always matter throughout the season, but now you're starting to think, okay, maybe we're not at the point of must-win games yet, but some of these teams really wanting to put themselves in a position where they know that they're in the playoffs and they know that they can continue on in the postseason.
And tomorrow on ESPN2, that team in second place there, Sacramento Republic, pays the top team here, Louisville City FC, as we look at the Eastern Conference standings. So that's a 1v2 cross-conference battle. Lou City, of course, always in and around that top spot. Charleston Battery are up there as well. Tampa Bay Rowdies, Indy 11, who FC Tulsa had a 0-0 with here at One Oakfield just a few games ago. Let's have a look at the schedule and see. Really, the games, as we know, come thick and fast, and the games tomorrow. This is the only game, by the way, in the USL Championship. FC Tulsa tonight against Orange County, but we've already alluded to some of those games. Lou City against Sacramento, Pittsburgh Riverhounds SC against San Antonio, North Carolina FC against Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC, and Charleston Battery, who are high-flying, as we've just seen in the Eastern Conference, against Memphis. And then you've got El Paso going up against Miami FC, and also Rhode Island against Hartford Athletic. The games, as we say, coming thick and fast as we now move on to look at the news and notes. And Monterey Bay FC appointed former Premier League defender and San Jose Earthquakes Academy coach Jordan Stewart as the club's new head coach. Louisville City FC will host the United States women's national team for an international exhibition against Argentina on October the 30th. And Las Vegas Lights FC's Dennis Sanchez was named Coach of the Month for July after posting 3 wins and extending a club record unbeaten streak to 10 matches. Congratulations to him. As we take another break, when we come back, we'll have a look at what happened in the first half between FC Tulsa and Orange County SC.
Come by your local Cox store and discover what Cox Mobile can do for you. Cox Mobile runs on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability, so wherever life takes you, you'll stay connected to what matters most. Switching to Cox Mobile is easy, and to make things even easier, we've extended our store hours for your convenience. We'll help you find a mobile plan and device that fits your lifestyle and your budget. Stop by a Cox store today.
Elevate your style with Pinpoint Resource, Tulsa's resource for luxury menswear for over 30 years. From sophisticated casual looks to timeless high-end pieces, we help hone your style with personalized recommendations and fits suited to you. Whether you're seeking pieces for a perfectly curated collection or freshening up for the season ahead, we have looks that take you from workday to weekend and everything in between. Pinpoint Resource, men's finest quality clothing. Located in the Farm Shopping Center.
Under the stadium lights, communities come together every week to celebrate excellence, teamwork, spirit, and the chase for glory. This is more than a game. It's Board Game of the Week, premiering late August on YourView.
Welcome back into One Oakfield, 0-0. But we will tell you about the story of the first half with Anna Bergel with the stats. Anna, and Not a lot on goal for either side. And that is after we tell you that Williams, we make clean energy happen. Osage Casino Hotel, your place to play, and by Tulsa Spine and Rehab, a team of specialists in one place delivering lasting pain relief. And there it is. My apologies for getting things mixed up there. You know, the shots 6 and 8, but when you look at the shots on target, not a lot happening.
Right, and that's the key for FC Tulsa in the second half, needing to get in front of goal more and put more pressure on Colin Shuttler and that back line for Orange County SC. FC Tulsa in that first half grew into the game a bit. They were better in possession late in that first half. Orange County SC was more dominant early on in the game from a possession perspective, still edged out the possession, but FC Tulsa just wanting to be efficient when they're in transition. You heard Mario Sanchez heading into halftime. They have to be more effective in front of goal, have to execute better, and that's something that they'll be focused on here in the second half.
Now let's have a look at the team of the week. We know that coach of the week was one Mario Sanchez there, FC Tulsa. Nick Markanich, an outstanding striker. Tristan Traeger the same, and congratulations to Khalil as well. Justin Malou, the former FC Tulsa defender there, back in the back three there. Well done to him. And let's have a look at the goal of the week now, because, well, you might just recognise this one, and it wasn't a bad quality goal when we show you this goal. The goal of the week for week 22.
Goodrum's over the ball. Drops it to Lasso. Lasso gives it a go. What a lasso from Edwin Lasso. And Tulsa has the lead early in the second half.
Tonight's match is brought to you by Williams. We make clean energy happen. By Osage Casino Hotel, Tulsa, your place to play. And by Tulsa Spine and Rehab, a team of specialists in one place delivering lasting pain relief. Well, we're just about to get underway in this second half. Just a word on the goal of the week, of course, by Edwin Lasso, who is out there wearing the number 17 shirt for FC Tulsa. Kyle Scott feeds the ball down that left-hand side, but Harvey Sinclair is there to play it back to Bradley Bourgeois. His ball is cut out well by Kyle Scott. How many times have we said that? I've been very impressed with Kyle Scott. He's very busy, and he always seems to be able to cut passes out, and he's can make things happen going forward as well.
He can. Busy's an understatement. I feel like he's been all over the field defensively and in the mix in every play.
Now there's a ball over the top here, chance, but out comes Peñaranda, read it very, very well. We're still in the first minute of the second half, and Peñaranda had his hands on the football, rolls it out to Bradley Bourgeois. Here is Lasso. That was and a some hit. I know you used to do that every time you played when you played, but it was some hit from 30 yards out, wasn't it?
I mean, it's really unbelievable from the distance and the power he was able to generate. They clearly knew that he's capable of doing that if that's a play that they have drawn up, but able to execute in that moment. And FC Tulsa trying to build off of a really complete match on the road against San Antonio FC, their first win away at San Antonio FC, so they'll want to build on that here at home. But so far, needing to get some more shots on goal, as we mentioned, and Orange County SC making it difficult for them.
Half-time substitution for Orange County SC. Ryan Dogman has left the field, and in comes Ryan Flood, wearing 14, lad from Scottsdale, Arizona. He goes in, straight swap to left back, and FC Tulsa are enjoying some possession. As I say that, they give it away, and there is the aforementioned Ryan Flood on loan from Phoenix Rising FC, settling his way into this second half here at One Oak Field. Friday night football here on ESPN Plus, Cox Your View and Cox Channel 3 here locally in Tulsa. As Bradley Bourgeois picks up the ball just outside the centre circle, feeds Booth. Booth again is similar to Kyle Scott in that he rarely gives the ball away and is a bit of an unsung hero in the middle. Certainly for me, has tidied things up alongside Edwin Lasso. Now Stojanovic has made a run from down the middle. It's given away though, picked up here by Zubac. Now Norris. Here's the lively Cameron Dunbar. He goes down. There'll be a free kick for the away side, Orange County SC. Dunbar's gone down. Owen Lamb with him. The referee right on the spot. FC Tulsa with some defending to do. Here's the replay with Anna Bogle.
This is where you need to be mindful. Players going away from goal there. Pacheco does not like that call. Nonetheless, Orange County SC with a free kick. Treat this one like a corner.
Everybody back for FC Tulsa. It is going to be Owen Lamb. He's had 3 assists this season. Can he make it 4? Into the danger area. There's a header, and Peñaranda gets a touch on it, and he goes onto the bar, and FC Tulsa clear the ball after there was some pinball right in there. We'll get a replay on that one, because still Orange County SC come to the far post. There's a header again, Peñaranda, and again headed away, and now Peñaranda has the ball. The flag is up, the referee's playing on, and now Batch is tackled really, really well by that man, Kyle Scott, who is everywhere. And we'll have a look at the replay.
What an unbelievable chain of events there. We'll get a look on the other end, but quick play. Peñaranda may have gotten a touch on that, but the mix, everyone trying to throw their bodies in front of goal, limit a goal-scoring opportunity from Orange County. A great team effort defensively. Here's a look at that ball back across goal. The initial punch, header, try to get that back in play, and then the awareness from Peñaranda to try to release that ball quickly back to the other end. But an unbelievable interception and tackle from Kyle Scott to limit a really good goal-scoring opportunity on the break for FC Tulsa.
Part of the reason why FC Tulsa have only conceded 2 goals in their last 6. This is the 7th game, and at the moment they will not be beaten. Here's Norris. Powers gets it to Fox. Now Flood, the half-time substitute, continuing his run forward. Ball is loose again and given away by FC Tulsa. Lasso's run into trouble, but he's done well to hold off the midfielder there. Goodrum gets a header on it. It's been a frustrating night for Philip Goodrum so far. There's Bradley Bourgeois doing well, winning the ball over Ethan Zubac. Now a bit of space here for Andrew Booth to pick out Harvey Sinclair. Faisal Batch, left-footed clip ball over the top. Owen Darm was up there. Haven't seen him get forward so much tonight, Owen Darm. He's won the ball there, but the referee said unfairly. Owen Darm's not been able to get forward too much. You know, again, Cameron Dunbar's done well to get in the way of his runs forward, but he was forward there, Owen Darm.
And good things happen for FC Tulsa when Owen Darm is forward. We know that he has excellent distribution and can be really impactful with numbers going forward, and that might have been some of the message at halftime, to try to get some of those wing backs going forward, add an extra man into the attack and provide some more options, because Orange County SC, he talked about, you know, that block that they have that's so difficult to break down. So those extra players in the attack could be a difference.
Crowd always get behind FC Tulsa here at One Oak Field. 0-0. They will be willing their team to score at that end of the field. Crowds on the grassy banks behind Peñaranda's goal. On a beautiful night. It's been 100 degrees, well, certainly in the late 90s for the last week or so, but it's going to be a bit cooler, and it's a bit cooler here tonight. Now there's an outrageous effort towards goal, but Colin Shuttler's onto that one, catches it and immediately bowls it out to Kyle Scott, and there's an overlap as well down that left hand side. Christopher Haygart was down in front of Scott. Philip Goodrum has won the ball fairly down the right-hand side. Pacheco's in the box, and there's the ball cut out really well by Marcus Nakim, and it will be a throw into FC Tulsa.
Really good idea there from Philip Goodrum. Able to get into a bit of space. You saw the run from Pacheco, and FC Tulsa again with some numbers in the box.
Goodrum again. Can he get a ball off for a corner? No, he won't, and in fact he's fouled. As the world demands low-cost, low-carbon energy, Williams will be there with the best transport, storage and delivery solutions. Williams will make clean energy happen. No, the score, 54th minute. Colin Shuttler will take a free kick with the Select official match ball. Select, the official match ball supplier of the USL Championship and many elite leagues throughout Europe. Visit us.select-sport.com for the latest Select product specials and more. Select, the player's choice. Owen Darm in possession of the ball for FC Tulsa, goes over the top looking for Pacheco. That's going to run through to Colin Shuttler, who's out of his area. Found Norris and now Lamb. Lamb up the right-hand side, and Bradley Bouchois boots the ball into about row D as I look down. A little bit frustrated, no doubt, but his team's still at 0-0. The possession stats around about 55% to 45 in favour of the team who possession the ball now. That's Orange County SC. It's a foul by Faisal Batch. FC Tulsa, Anna, have got a pretty good bench over there. Boubacar Diallo, you would have thought, might make an entrance. Blaine Ferry, the busy midfielder. Milo Yosef, Patrick Seagrass. So plenty of options for coach Mario Sanchez to bring on in this second half, should he choose.
And he's had a good rotation, and some of the subs off the bench against San Antonio FC came in and were impactful as well. So definitely some options to play with.
Here's the free kick, driven into the box. Owen Darm with a header away. Kyle Scott back in and then belted anywhere by Harvey Sinclair, just for his team to reset. Colin Shuttler in that all-purple uniform. Belts it down the right-hand side. Owen Darm away. Throw-in quickly taken. Norris. Dylan Powers to Andrew Fox. Sinclair infield, finds Lasser. Lasser got caught there. Kyle Scott's stolen the ball away. And then a good recovery tackle from Harvey Sinclair. And then Philip Goodrum was fouled, and then he wants to get on with it quickly. Referee's done very, very well, in my opinion. He hasn't shown a card tonight. He's just spoken to the players. He's been on top of the play, and we like referees like Kaylin Radosav who keep control of the game, and I'm sure the players do as well, Anna.
I know it's a player too. I think throughout this match he's really let the players play. I mean, it's been consistent though on both ends, and so I think that's a fun environment to play in as FC Tulsa here.
There's Philip Goodham's stab shot towards goal. Radosav, the referee, assisted by Austin Holt, Ben Regal, and Jose Lara is the fourth official. And right next to Jose Lara I can see three pink-shirted substitutes for FC Tulsa. So Mario Sanchez is about to shake things up. If my eyes don't deceive, I can see Milo Yosef over there. I think Boubacar Diallo as well. That's a ball through, but cut out well by Marcus Nakim, who's had a good game at the heart of the defence alongside Andrew Fox. Dylan Powers there working the ball to Kyle Scott. Now they work it out to Christopher Haygart. Ball driven to the right hand side. Plenty of space here for Cameron Dunbar, who's impressed me wearing the 7 shirt. Owen Darm sticks out a toe and will concede a Katrina Freshmack's corner. He's defended pretty well, but they just seem to be able to find spaces at One Oak Field very well. And as the triple substitution will happen, there's Blaine Ferry first in line, Milo Yosef in the middle, the tallest of the three. Boubacar Diallo, who started the last game wearing 6, will come on, and the players coming off are Andrew Booth, Stojanovic and Faisal Batch. So pretty bold move here from the coach.
Yeah, bringing on some fresh legs, 3 players at once, but we alluded to it, you know, last game against San Antonio FC, brought in some substitutions. Stojanovic, one of those, and made an impact, scoring a goal. And FC Tulsa, that's been one of their strengths this year. They've had more depth than they've had in the past, but they'll have to be mindful here defensively.
Here's the ball in from the corners, a header down, it hit the defender, it's gone away for another Katrina Freshmack's corner from the left-hand side. FC Tulsa having to defend here at 0-0. Kyle Scott into the box. It comes off a defender's back, and Peñaranda has got the ball, but the referee is quickly waving on the physio here because there is a head injury. And I want to say that is Marcus Hakim, the captain. Yeah, you can see the captain's armband. So 0-0 the score. We're coming into the 60th minute. Here's the replay with Anna Bergel.
Yeah, dangerous ball into the box. It pinballed around a bit. Tough to see from that angle, but there was some contact there on the head. That's what the referee, rightfully so, was calling to stop play. There you see could have been a strong shoulder there from the defender, potentially, but nonetheless, definitely want to make sure get some attention from the physio.
Well, you can see all the families there enjoying themselves here at One Oak Field, who get a great experience here, and waving there because they can see themselves on the big screen. And Anna Bergel, you'll be doing that tomorrow morning when the USA women's team will be playing for the gold medal.
I definitely will, as you see a bunch of kids enjoying themselves, and I think that Greenbelt's been as packed as I've seen it because it's been such a beautiful evening, some relief from these triple-digit temperatures here in Tulsa.
And of course they play Brazil for the gold medal team with Emma Hayes in charge, the former Chelsea boss. Have you been impressed with what she's done so far with the USA women's team?
Yeah, I have. It's fun to see managers come in and really make an impact, and you know, I'm obviously biased, but you have such a good group of young players, and she's been able to put themselves in a position to be successful, and so far they've been able to showcase that with wins, and it's been really fun to watch and inspiring a lot of young players around the world, I'm sure. And FC Tulsa hoping to see some success of their own here, as it looks like Hakim is good to see him up, walking off the field here.
Yeah, you're right. Good to see him is the right terminology, because whenever a player gets a head injury, you just want to see them recover quickly, and the concussion protocols have been taken place, and he's running back to his centre-back berth, filled in very nicely by Dylan Powers temporarily. Now Milo Yosef wants to get in there, but Colin Shuttler comes out and got a little bang in the side. I think he's okay. He's saying to the referee, I'm okay. Milo Yosef entitled to go for the ball here. We'll just see if Milo Yosef was very far away from this one, Anna.
Yeah, and we've seen Yosef try to get in the mix. You saw him drag that foot a bit on the left side. Nothing too malicious, but something to watch out for. But he's one. He has good delivery. He can really be a threat going forward. He's been a bit quiet this season, but he's definitely a player that can make a difference.
Owen Darm trying to make a difference down in the corner. He's won a throw-in down in the corner. Pacheco it is, wearing 70. Just down below our commentary position here with the drums banging, the flags in the background flapping in the slight breeze we've got here. Low throw, headed away by the recovered Kahim, and then Blaine Ferry's shot goes away for FC Tulsa's Katrina Freshmek's corner. A chance for them to get a little bit more action on Colin Shuttler's goal. Malo Yosef it is there, the number 11. Placing the ball carefully. Plenty of players in and around the penalty spot. Here's the ball low into the box. Doesn't beat the first defender, who was Christopher Hagar in that particular play. And then Blaine Ferry misses the ball, but Malo Yosef gets back and has won the throw-in. Always a little bit disappointing when the corner comes in and doesn't beat the first defender, Anna.
Yeah, delivery needs to be better there. FC Tulsa's only second opportunity off of a corner kick, and have to take advantage of those moments. Sometimes those dead balls can be the difference between a goal, and have to execute them properly, at least give your team a chance. He'll want that one back.
Here's Diallo. Diallo turns the player. No foul, says the referee. On we go. That hits Diallo's hand. Bill Knight Ford is a proud sponsor of FC Tulsa. Bill Knight Ford is Oklahoma's #1 Ford dealer for 15 years running. Stop by today and get your hands on your new Ford today. Bill Knight, home of the Knight Advantage. And it's Friday night football here at One Oak Field, but alas, in the first 64 minutes we have not been able to bring you a goal. Thanks for your company here on ESPN Plus, Cox Your View and Cox Channel 3. Kyle Scott wearing 26, just leaving that one for second half substitute Ryan Flood. As we say, welcome in especially to our viewers from Orange County SC. And Andrew Fox clipping the ball left-footed down that left-hand side. It's headed in field, but no one there in a black and orange shirt. So Peñaranda will pick it up and bowl it out here to Edwin Lasso. Now here's Milo Yosef down that right-hand side, but he runs into Ryan Flood. Lasso with Scott. Those two have been pretty closely fought all night. Harvey Sinclair. Philip Goodrum, who's been closely shackled as he often is. Andrew Fox with the tackle on that occasion. Goodrum works so hard, Anna, and as I've just said, always, you know, because he's a great player, defenders really keep close to him, don't they, and don't give him a lot of room to play. And we'll come back to Anna here, because here's Zubac. Dunbar. He's marked so tightly, isn't he, Goodrum?
Yeah, he is, as the referee issues quick yellow card there on Norris after that last challenge. But Goodrum, just one of those players, as you mentioned, so good on the ball, especially with his feet. Just have to be watched closely. We'll get a look here at the replay, trying to turn. You see him, both arms wrapped around. Easy call for the referee, especially as FC Tulsa is in transition there. I think that's a thoughtful challenge, trying to allow players to get back in position and not be exposed in transition.
Throw into FC Tulsa. 67th minute, 0-0 the score. It's the first yellow card of the game, given by our referee, Kenan Radosav. Flood right in front of the FC Tulsa coach, Mario Sanchez. You can see him there, directing the traffic. Malo Yosef puts that one out for another throw-in, so Flood right on halfway here for his team. Here's the Norwegian 28-year-old, Nakim. 3 caps for Norway under 21. Second season with Orange County. Did score the second goal here last year in the 3-0 win. A really good free kick from around about 25 yards out. Andrew Fox to the aforementioned Nakim. Owen Lamb didn't get what he wanted to get on that one, but it rolls nicely back to Colin Shuttler. Here's Andrew Fox. Interesting about Andrew Fox, he became the first player in English football to receive a red card with the use of VAR. Are you in favour of VAR, Anna Bergel? Has it improved the game for you, VAR at the top level?
Oh man, put me on the spot.
Now here's Philip Goodrum stepping in. Can he get something in on goal? He goes down. No decision. Referee plays on. There's a shot. Shuttler made a good save, and now it's out for a corner. Well, the referee had a decision to make, and in fact, I think he's saying there was an offside. Interesting. It'll be interesting, Anna, to go back and look at this one. I asked you about VAR. Maybe VAR needed here because the referee tries to play advantage. He's talking to Philip Goodrum. Let's have a look at this.
Yeah, it might definitely be useful. Now Goodrum takes a good first touch. It looks like if there was a challenge, it might have been outside the box. This referee has let both teams play tonight. I think that should be a foul, but I do not think it's a penalty. Tough, happened so quick. The referee's been letting them play. Goodrum didn't like the call.
Well, a couple of things you could say. Colin Shuttler keeps it at 0-0. The ball hit him in the face, actually, but he made a very fine save with the advantage. Philip Goodrum is having it explained to him by the referee. I think you're absolutely right. The foul, if it was to have been given, it wouldn't have been a penalty. It was outside the box. But I think the referee tried to play advantage. Some people would say he should have given the free kick, but Goodrum's kind of nonplussed, and well, there is a free kick. I think he had his hand raised, to be fair, for offside as well, somewhere in that play.
No, I think you're right. A lot of things happening in that last sequence, but that's kind of been the theme this referee is, we've mentioned, has let things play. It hasn't been very choppy. It's been pretty consistent. I do think you're right in that FC Tulsa had numbers going forward, trying to let that play on, but obviously if you're Philip Goodrum, might want that one back since the play didn't really come to fruition in FC Tulsa's favor. Tough to make that call quickly.
Now, come on, the world is waiting for your answer about VAR, but I guess if we were dealing with VAR, we'd all be sitting around looking at that over and over again, wouldn't we?
Right, and I do think VAR has definitely helped in scenarios where it is tight. You want to make the right call. Sometimes it's really tough when you want more goals scored, and it might be, inches that keep that from happening. Especially, I remember, if I'm a forward and I get called back from a centimeter or something really tight, it's just unfortunate. But if it's wrong, it's wrong. If it's, the referee at the end of the day wants to get it right, and I think generally it's made the game better, but I do think, there's some natural frustrations there, and I can see that as a player that can be difficult to deal with sometimes, especially with the delayed celebrations too. At times you want to make sure the goal counts.
Ashish Chattha is coming on here wearing 15. He's going to replace Ben Norris, who got the only yellow card tonight. Norris has had a good game for me on a USL Academy contract. Ben Norris. Chattha is a fan of Real Madrid and the San Francisco 49ers.
Odd combination.
There we go. So he's into the fray at 0-0, and he's got 19 minutes to make an impression. There was a foul. Harvey Sinclair is getting up. He kind of shakes the hand of Christopher Hagart. Hagart is on loan from Star Bayek, a Danish team. He's had a good game. They all look lively in the midfield, Anna. As do FC Tulsa. It's gone both ways, hasn't it? Now a high line being held by Orange County as it goes out to Milo Yosef. Milo Yosef steps in field, finds Lasso, who can hit them. That one hit Dylan Powers, spins away, throw into FC Tulsa. Harvey Sinclair, ball in hand, throws short to Milo Yosef. Back to Yosef from Harvey Sinclair. Yosef to the byline. Hasn't won a corner. Good defending again by Andrew Fox. FC Tulsa trying to win the ball back here, but Dylan Powers has it, anchoring that midfield. Now 2 against 1 just for a moment here, because here's Dunbar into the box, away by Sawahi, headed on by Blaine Ferry, picked up again by Kyle Scott. Owen Lamb. Lamb again receives the ball. Drop of the shoulder from Cameron Dunbar, but this lad Owen Darm impresses me more and more, and every time I see him he's really made, as I said earlier on in the commentary, that left back berth his own, and he's a young man who's highly rated by coach Mario Sanchez.
I agree, and he plays with a lot of maturity as well. He does a great job in those 1v1 positions, keeps his feet moving, doesn't dive in too often, and has played some of the best.
Ball into the box, it's gone into the side netting.
He's played some of the best in the league and has kept them pretty quiet. He does a good job getting up and down the wings as well, just trying to get involved in the attack. We've seen him involved in some of the goals for FC Tulsa. So definitely an exciting young player, as we mentioned, on loan from Lou City FC, but Mario Sanchez has a lot of good things to say about him.
FC Tulsa have certainly turned things round this season as they feed that ball, looking for Milo Yosef. Out comes Shuttler, chips it up into the air. There's an aerial battle there, and it'll be a foul for Orange County SC. But across clubs past 4 matches, FC Tulsa ranks second in the Western Conference in points. They've received 8 points. It trails only Las Vegas Lights, who've posted 10 in that stint. And as we said, the club has only conceded 2 goals in the last 5 matches, and they are one of only 5 clubs to go unbeaten in their past 4 matches. So certainly, you know, Mario Sanchez again was telling me in the week it was going to take time, and it has taken time. He's made some impressive signings, but FC Tulsa are getting hard to beat. They're up against a good side tonight, and of course the game with 15 minutes to go could still go either way, Anna, but they're getting harder to beat, aren't they?
They are, and they've done a much better job just putting together more consistent performances, as we've, you know, noticed. In from a defensive perspective, they've started to have multiple players involved in goals and starting to get some results, and I think that's important. And especially in the USL Championship, you know, there's still a lot of games left to be played, but at this point in the season, FC Tulsa starting to find their rhythm. And about this time last season was when Orange County SC found themselves in a similar position and went on a run to get into playoffs. So this is the time where if you can start, you know, finding that wave and riding that wave into the back half of season and getting hot when it counts, hopefully FC Tulsa is in a position to do that. But both of these teams, Orange County currently in 7th, so they, as of today, are in that playoff top 8. FC Tulsa trying to get in there, but both of these teams trying to get back on a streak here in the back half of the season.
Kyle Scott with the free kick. Driven towards the near post, headed away. Yeah, it's a good point you make, and it was a point that our friends at Orange County SC recognised as well. That 3-0 win here last season really galvanised their push towards the players, which of course they got in. Goodrum goes to ground, no free kick. Kyle Scott again still busy on the ball. 13.5 minutes to go of the 90. There will be a few more added on, a few more minutes added on at the end of this one for the injury to Hakeem. Dylan Powers has impressed me tonight in the midfield, anchors that midfield. FC Tulsa trying to win it back in the shape of Boubacar Diallo. Referee's going to have to stop that one and give an indirect free kick for FC Tulsa. Bradley Bourgeois wants the ball quickly, he wants to get on with this. He realises the importance of this. Can't watch the match? Turn on Sirius XM FC 157 North America's only 24/7 source for engaging soccer talk, including USL All Access. as Orange County plant the ball into the box. Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern, plus here live matches from the USL, MLS, Premier League and more, all on Sirius XM FC 157 and the new Sirius XM app. 0-0. FC Tulsa put themselves in trouble there, Anna.
Dave, we've seen a couple times throughout this game where just some of those lackadaisical passes, those square balls, giving Orange County SC a chance to step in on transition, and FC Tulsa fortunate there that nothing came to fruition offensively after some pretty sloppy passes there in the back. So FC Tulsa will want to absolutely clean that up here, especially late in this game.
Here's Blaine Ferry. Malo Yosef has come to the left-hand side, Pacheco on the right, so those two have switched wings. Pacheco, great ball into the box, headed away by Nakim. Malo Yosef back to the edge of the box. Lasso, we know he can hit the Harvey Sinclair, great ball from him into the box. Babacar Diallo with a header, got a little push. Blaine Ferry keeps it alive. Pacheco, FC Tulsa now on the attack. Lasso, round one, will hit one. Good few yards over, but why not when you've got the goal of the week? Why not have a go from 30 plus yards out? But alas, it stays 0-0, and we're going to have an Orange County SC substitutes. We look at the flurry of goal activity with Anna here.
Yeah, one of FC Tulsa's better opportunities here, multiple chances to get the ball in the box. I like the idea there from Boubacar Diallo to try to get that ball back across goal, but just not able to find a teammate. Could have honestly maybe tried to go on frame. Great effort from Blaine Ferry to keep that play alive, but FC Tulsa ultimately not able to get a shot on target as Lazo's shot sails up over the bar.
Orange County SC have brought on Christian Sorto on the right-hand side, which means Cameron Dunbar has moved to the left. Here is Sorto now with his first touch. Good cushioned header down to Charter, back to Sorto. Sorto, a little bit of trickery, trying to go to the byline with Owen Darm, clips it to the far post. There was nobody there apart from Harvey Sinclair. That comes off Ryan Flood. It will go away for a throw into FC Tulsa. Osage Casino Hotel Tulsa is your place for fun and entertainment after the match. Enjoy a world-class casino experience with high-stakes tables and over 1,600 electronic games. Just 4 miles from One Oak Field. Osage Casino Hotel Tulsa. Here's Bradley Bourgeois getting himself out of a little sticky situation there. Here's Milo Yosef driving forward infield. Very good ball here to Pacheco. Early ball from Pacheco. Back from Gudrun. Here's Blaine Ferry into the box. Milo Yosef is in there. Great tackle from the defenders. And in the end, Milo Yosef committed a foul. And we can have a look on the replay. Philip Gudrun back to goal. You wanted another back heel from Philip Gudrun.
Great build-up from FC Tulsa. And Milo Yosef did a great job to cut inside Pacheco with a really good run and the first time ball. And you see the idea from Philip Gudrum and FC Tulsa, I think in that moment, trying to find the perfect shot, might need to release that a little bit quicker. It's not the best layoff from Philip Gudrum, but the idea was there, trying to find that angle. And credit Orange County SC, they compacted themselves very quickly, made it tough. And FC Tulsa is still not able to execute here in front of goal, but better offensively. Milo Yosef making a difference.
8.5 minutes to go for someone to break the deadlock here. FC Tulsa did draw their last home game 0-0 with Indy 11. Sawahi with the challenge. eFootball 2024 is here. Live your dream, rep your team, and play as your favorite USL Championship club. eFootball is free to play. Download now. Owen Lam just inside the FC Tulsa half. Dylan Powers, second spell with Orange County, went after the first spell over to Ireland, played with Glentoran. He also had over 20 appearances with Dundee United in the Scottish Premiership. Here he is trying to win another header in the midfield. Good player. Here's Diallo. Owen Lamb finds Milo Yosef. Lamb will go to his captain Bradley Bouchois. Long raking ball, but Lamb is going to easily head that one back in field to the aforementioned Dylan Powers. He finds Kyle Scott. Powers again, trying to find Christian Sorto. Sorto has got a goal on the season against Memphis in the 4-1 win, but he's not able to help out with the team goal there. Owen Lamb with the shot, a save again from Johan Peñaranda, and again the fans trying to will FC Tulsa on to another win. FC Tulsa have had 6 wins for the season, drawn 7 and lost 6. Orange County 8 wins, 3 draws and 11 defeats. Orange County starting the night in 7th. And FC Tulsa are going to make their 4th substitution of the night. Patrick Segrist is going to come on, and Harvey Sinclair is going to come off, so that means that Owen Dunn will go to right back and Patrick Segrist will come on to left back. Can Segrist make the difference? Now the referee's given a free kick here. Kyle Scott, the man who was fouled just outside the box, and there was a yellow card shown and a moment of danger for the home side. Let's have a look at the replay here, Anna, as the second player goes into the book, and it's Edwin Lasso.
Yeah, especially late in this game, Lasso, not a ton of contact, but Scott smart enough there to cut in front of the player and force some contact, and if he goes down, odds are that calls in his favor. So need to be thoughtful about that, not giving up these free kick opportunities in dangerous areas. And Orange County SC, this is from a good distance too.
Yeah, Pele yellow card there for Edwin Lasso. Marcus Nakim with the free kick here. Referee blows his whistle. Everybody back in a pink shirt inside the box. Still we wait. It's only going to be Marcus Nakim who's going to hit this one. Peñaranda waits. Here comes the free kick. Hits the wall. The wall did its job. Owen Lamb out to Kyle Scott. He drives the ball into the box, headed away, chested down by Philip Goodwin. He tries to lay it off there. Christian Sorto did well. Colin Shuttler drives it forward. Patrick Segrist gets a shout from his goalkeeper. And Anna, 4 minutes to go. And you just feel a goal now, obvious thing to say, would win the game of football, but we don't know quite how long it's going to be added on. But here's Philip Goodwin trying to get the ball from under his feet, as is Lasso, who is surrounded by black shirts there. FC Tulsa get on with it quickly. Dharma's just about found Milo Yosef. Dharma's continued his run. Forgets to take the ball with him. Cameron Dunbar brings it away to Kyle Scott for Orange County SC. Milo Yosef slides in with a good challenge. Nakim, the captain, goes back to Colin Shuttler. Andrew Fox's ball was cut out by Patrick Segrist. Just needs the ball to fall to somebody, Anna, in the danger area to win the game of football, really, doesn't it?
This is where you kind of start to look at, you know, obviously it's a team effort, but maybe an individual player to kind of take over. And FC Tulsa has a few players that are capable of doing that, as does Orange County SC. And so in these final few minutes, it's been a pretty even matchup. Orange County SC's had more shots on goal. FC Tulsa still only with 2.
Here's Dunbar, driving run from him. He goes round 2. He's inside the area. And in the end, Sawahi got a good foot on the ball. Then it's long from FC Tulsa. Tulsa Spine and Rehab is a team of specialists in one place, delivering lasting pain relief. 0-0 the score. Dave Saunders, Anna Bergel with you here on ESPN Plus, Cox Your View and Cox Channel 3. Well, the USL Championship is on CBS Sports and ESPN platforms all season long. Catch live matches and expert analysis every day on the CBS Sports Galaza Network and ESPN Plus. Go to uslchampionship.com for the complete USL TV listings. Malo Yosef battling away and has won the throw-in. No, he hasn't. I think the referee's gone with a free kick for an overzealous challenge by Malo Yosef on Ryan Flood. Both coaches have used their substitutes well, Anna.
Yeah, they have, and especially, you know, at this point in the season as well, want to be able to use your bench and have that depth and bring on fresh players and kind of manage players' minutes and have players that can come off and continue to make an impact and keep the level, and if not, raise it. And both of these teams have had good defensive performances tonight, and clearly with the scoreline the way it is.
Now there's a chance here. Ball into the box from Kyle Scott. There's a shot towards goal, blocked really well by Lasso. Then another shot, which is driven over the top of the bar, and it stays at 0-0.
I believe that was Owen Lamb there with the shot, but Orange County SC quick. Scott, we've said his name so many times tonight. He's been all over the field. Initial shot blocked. FC Tulsa trying to make it compact. Then it was Lamb there with that final shot, needing to get that on target, but it just continues to rise up. See his reaction there. Would have liked to do better from that distance.
Orange County SC have only had one 0-0 draw. That was in April at San Antonio. Here's Patrick Segrist. It's going to be 4 minutes of Tulsa Tech stoppage time. Is there one last moment for someone to produce pretty much a goal to win the game of football? FC Tulsa now with Milo Yosef. Philip Goodrum twisting and turning, still in the box, surrounded by black and gold players, goes down. No foul, says the referee. Owen Dahm tries to step in, and in the end a free kick is given. And a yellow card has been shown to Owen Dahm. All getting a little bit frantic at the end and a little bit ragged as the players a little bit tired here, Anna.
You can hear the reaction from FC Tulsa fans. FC Tulsa with numbers in the box. Philip Goodrum in a tight space, 4 players around him trying to make something happen. They wanted a call there, but they weren't going to get it. Owen Dahm trying to jump in front, and he gets a yellow card right after that play for stopping the quick free kick.
Another Pella yellow card. As I said, FC Tulsa drew their game at home to Indy 11 0-0. A couple of games before that, they were in Monterey Bay, ending at 0-0 when Peñaranda made a last-minute penalty save. Before that, Sacramento Republic here at One Oak Field was 0-0. It's been a good defensive performance from both defences tonight. Here's Owen Dahm. Time running out. We've got 2 minutes left of the added time. Milo Yosef trying to unlock the door, going the long way. Ball into the box, will finish up with Pacheco. Pacheco will get it back to Patrick Segrist. Segrist heads to Blaine Ferry, away by Owen Lamb. Clever header from Sawahi. And the referee has stopped the game. Milo Yosef was down, and he just drops the ball at Owen Darm's feet, and on we go. It would be late drama now if FC Tulsa were to come forward and score. Captain Bourgeois drives it out to Milo Yosef, a second half substitute. Lasso, Sawahi, Blaine Ferry, Bourgeois on halfway, up from the back line. Under pressure. Was he fouled? Play on, says the referee, and in fact the assistant waves his flag, and there is a free kick, which will be quickly taken by Blaine Ferry to Edwin Lasso here to Boubacar Diallo. Diallo, left-footed, low ball here to Milo Yosef. Pink shirts flooding forward. Owen Darm up from right back, up against Dunbar, and he wins a Katrina Freshmek's corner here. And this could well, Anna Bergel, be the last action of the game. And if FC Tulsa were to score from this, it would be nothing short of dramatic.
Needing a good delivery here from Milo Yosef. We've seen him do it before. Numbers in the box for FC Tulsa.
Here it is, Katrina Freshmek's corner. Milo Yosef into the danger area. Boubacar Diallo gets the ball from under his feet. Can he get a shot? He's been driven wide. He's going to go to the byline. Cut out well by Lamb. And the referee will bring the game to an end. It finishes 0-0. And both defences have been rock solid tonight. They can take a bow. The players will shake hands. And Anna Bergel, alas, it ends as another 0-0 for these two rivals.
Hard-fought battle between these two. Reminder, from a standings perspective, FC Tulsa will likely move up 1 point, sitting in 9th, just outside those top 8 playoff spots. Orange County SC will remain 7th. Tough battle between these two defenses on display. But FC Tulsa will have to pick themselves back up. We'll be on the road for a bit.
Another Pele yellow card shown there to Captain Bradley Bourgeois. A little bit of frustration at the final whistle. We'll take a break. Don't go away. We'll wrap this one up when we come back. It's finished here. FC Tulsa 0, Orange County SC 0.
Summertime is back at Osage Casino Hotel Tulsa, and we have the perfect getaway for you. Cool off in our spacious freeform pool. Grab your favorite drink and chill at the poolside bar. Or relax and unwind in a cozy private cabana. Just steps away are tempting restaurants, live entertainment, and a world-class casino gaming experience. At Osage Casino Hotel Tulsa, your place to stay and relax.
The experience to adapt, learn, and grow defines Williams. We've delivered natural gas to power change for over a century. Now we're investing in next-gen technologies to move toward a low-carbon future. We can reduce emissions and meet rising energy demands because experience powers us.
Welcome back into One Oak Field as you look at downtown Tulsa. FC Tulsa have drawn 0-0 for the 4th time this season. We'll show you some highlights of the game here with my broadcast partner Anna Bergel, and Orange County on the attack here. Bit of a goalmouth scramble.
Yeah, this was one of the best chances for Orange County SC. Pinarana did a great job as he's been in excellent form trying to keep this one out. And there were moments throughout the game where both teams had great opportunities in transition, but for the most part, it's been solid defensive performances from both sides. FC Tulsa had one of their better chances. Philip Goodrum trying to get in the box. Referee opted to play on here. He was calling for a foul in the penalty area, but I think if it was called, it was just outside. Milo Yosef came in, substitution. He made a difference for FC Tulsa. This was another good chance here, but FC Tulsa trying to find that perfect shot, not able to get a quick shot release. And really, Dave, from both ends, we talked about the defenses on display, neither team able to find that goal. And that's just something that FC Tulsa in these last few games, they've had a good defensive performance, but not able to get things going from an offensive standpoint this
No,
evening.
only 2 goals conceded, Anna, in the last 7 for FC Tulsa. Let's have a look at those stats. And it got a little bit better for FC Tulsa in the second half. They had those 2 shots on target. The shots totaled 26 in the whole game, but alas, nobody could beat either keeper.
And I think if you're Mario Sanchez, you noted the 2 shots on target. That number has to be higher, especially if you want to be efficient in front of goal and score multiple goals in a game. The last game outing at San Antonio, they were able to score 3. Obviously tonight, and credit to Orange County SC, they had a really solid defense. They knew coming in that they would have the majority of the possession, have kind of that block defensively that's tough to break down. But Orange County SC had the better of the chances. 5 shots on target, but neither team just able to get it done in front of goal. So both teams will have to settle with a point.
Certainly will. And FC Tulsa, this is their only home game in the month of August. Let's have a look where they go next. Answer: 5 days' time, they go to New Mexico. Never an easy place to go. And then they're at Memphis, and then they're at Detroit City before finally we get a home game again in September. Never easy, Anna. Each game, you know, is a different ball game, literally, isn't it? But, you know, New Mexico are riding high. It's not going to be easy for them, is it?
No, it's not, and especially on the road. You want to get points on the road and put yourself in a position to continue to climb those rankings. And as we mentioned, FC Tulsa still on the outside, looking in from a playoff perspective, but have 2 games back really from some of these other teams, so have a position to really get some points out of these games and put themselves in a good spot heading into playoffs, but definitely with some work to do.
And as for Orange County SC, they've got to wait 8 days for their next match, which will be at home to El Paso. Then they go to Charleston Battery. Then they're up against the in-form Las Vegas Lights to see out the month of August before another 14-day break, and they will have Rhode Island in town before they go to Monterey Bay on the 21st of September. Well, it's been a bit of a frustrating night as we weren't able to bring you a goal, but Anna, you know, as the players, as they always do, and there's Coach Mario Sanchez, certainly from a defensive point of view, both coaches will be extremely happy tonight to have kept the clean sheet.
For sure, and even though neither team was able to walk away with 3 points, there's still a lot of positives to take away from these 2 teams. And Orange County SC dropped 2 games heading into tonight's match, so they'll be pleased to get a point out of this and put themselves hopefully back on the right track. And from an FC Tulsa perspective, you know, continuing their unbeaten streak now to 5 matches, so something that they want to continue on heading especially into this road trip.
Anna Burgle, thank you as always for your expertise tonight behind the mic. We thank you for tuning in here on ESPN Plus, or maybe more locally here on Cox Your View and Cox Channel 3. We'll see you next time on the 1st of September when FC Tulsa will have their next home game. Thank you as well to our producer, director, and all the camera crew and the sound people that bring you all the sights and sounds. We couldn't bring you a goal, but we hope you enjoyed the broadcast. FC Tulsa unbeaten again. They'll go again in New Mexico. It finished here 0-0.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.